Shalom. I want to start out giving infinite honors, glory, and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Nakakodash. Double honors to our apostle, elder bishop, the great millstone, Ruel. Teaches his truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to the Akim, pushing his word across the four winds in true faith and sincerity, giving all diligence. I want to just get into a quick lesson out of one, right as our Lord's will is edifying and to the point. This lesson was inspired through the Spirit, by the beloved brother in the camp. You call, he had posted this as you see on the screen, this little screenshot, and it's true, man. Okay, as we're about to get into, man, we can't be guided, by emotions. We have to be guided by the truth. Now, mind you, we do have emotions, but they have to be tempered by the truth, man. The truth has to guide our emotions, man. And not the other way around, because the truth follows nothing, man. We follow the truth. We follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Therefore, we must guard our minds, with the precepts, with these scriptures, man, with the spirit and power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that the Lord has bestowed upon, each individual, of the hopeful elect, man. Lord willing, we of that, man. All right, because your emotions will have you outside of this truth. Your emotions will get you killed, man. Untempered. If you don't have no control over your emotions, man. Your emotions have you goddamn fired. Again, man, have you in a bad spot, man. If not dead, man. But this truth is supposed to guide us, supposed to help to temper, our emotions, help give us self-control, spiritual control of our spirits, man. But let's get it. It says, when feelings become your authority, truth becomes your enemy. And that's a fact, man. Because now you're denying the truth. You're angry, you're pissed off, you're sad, you don't want to hear anything, man. You're in your emotions, man. Nothing, can't no logic, nothing logically be explained to you, man. Because you're not going to be able to receive it, because as we just read, your feelings become your authority. You're guided by your feelings and not by the truth. Not by reason, all right, which is found in us being men of the Lord willing, we of the elect, and we endure to the end, or believers. The sincere sisters that follow the truth, man. Us being believers, man, we have to make sure that we're being guided, by the Spirit, operating in truth and not in emotion, if it don't align with truth, Well, let's get into it, man. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 9, the NLT. Control your temper, for anger labels you a fool, man. Because then what you start doing, man, acting off of what? Impulse. Not thinking. No logic is entering into your mind. So what? You just going based off of what you feel and what you think. And that's wrong, man. You become a fool. You have regrets. And all type of manner of things. You get fired. You lose relationships. Or you end up in jail or dead, man. That's all foolishness, man. So we have to make sure that we're controlling ourselves, man. In every aspect of our lives, man, having that discipline. This is Proverbs 4 and 23, the NIV. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it, man. And how do we do that? By way of these scriptures, these precepts, man. Controlling your mind, your spirit, by way of the scriptures, man. Our fear of the Lord, our faith in the Lord, man, is to guide us, man. And that'll have us applying these scriptures, these precepts, man. It's how we guard our minds, man, so you don't be acting rashly. You don't be speaking rashly. You don't be doing things, outside of the ministry, man. Profane things, man. Less regret to be left with. It says, again, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Your mind, what you thinking. You get pissed off, angry, or sad, or whatever the case may be. Now you just operating off of the first thing pop in your mind, not thinking it through. Not discerning, this ain't right. This a demon, man. Hell no, let me not act like this. Let me not say this. Let me not do this. All right. So we have to guard our hearts, our minds with this truth. This is John 6 and 63, because it is our life. It is the Spirit. Guard our minds with the Spirit. And this Yahweh Shah, John 6 and 63. It is the Spirit that quickens, what makes lively. It says, the flesh profits nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life, man. These words, man. Just like Jake, we go, we do things to, stay in shape, stay healthy. We have to make sure that we're doing things in the spirit, because hey, the flesh gets old. Okay, we work out, we exercise and things of that nature. You know, it's good for a moment, but again, this body still corrupts and it breaks down. Okay, but exercise in the spirit, that's the key, because it doesn't get old. It doesn't break down, but it grows you constantly. Okay. All right. Immortal riches, man. Okay, in the spirit, man. So we have to make sure that what we're controlling our spirits, we're exercising our spirits and growing, okay, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, to have that restraint over this flesh. Okay, so we don't act off of impulse. Okay, so we don't become foolish. Okay, so our feelings don't be the authority over us, and then our enemy becomes the truth. Okay, because we're denying the truth by way of what? Leaning upon our own understanding. All right. Galatians 5:16, the Amplified Bible. But I say walk habitually, continually, ongoing, giving diligence, consistently, habitually in the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Wadash. It says, seek him and be responsive to his guidance. Who is that? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And then you will certainly not carry out the desires of the sinful nature, which responds impulsively without regard for the Most High and his precepts. See, there it is. Let's get that word, impulsively. Without forethought or on impulse, man. No logic. Okay. We're gonna need that control. We're gonna have that control in these times, man. Day for day. Okay, leading up to that hour of temptation, leading up into the full-blown Jacob's trouble. All right, having that spiritual control, that spiritual power. You control over your spirit, which is spiritual power, man. Okay. We have to have it, man. Okay. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. All right. Controlling what you say can control what you do. Okay. Just like that. All right. We're going to end it on this. This is Romans 8:6 NIV. The mind governed by the flesh is death. See, your feelings having that authority. Okay. It says, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace. Okay, that's truth. You governed by what? The precepts. Okay. You governed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, your fear of the Lord, your faith in the Lord, man. Not by your own understanding. Okay, what you feel and what you think. Okay, no, man, we have to make sure that we're being governed by these scriptures, man. Begging and pleading and praying to the Lord to keep that hegemony about us, man. Okay. The Lord keep his hegemony about us, man. His dominance. Okay, let's get that word hegemony, then we're going to end it out. Just to bag that online etymology. All right, and what it says, preponderance, dominance, leadership. That's basically it. Let me see. An authority, okay, commander, sovereign, to lead, okay. And that's basically asking the Lord to keep that hegemony about us, man. To lead us and guide us by way of his spirit, man. Okay, to have that dominance upon us, man. Okay, through the spirit. So therefore, we don't give over into our emotions. Okay, not guided properly by the spirit, man. Because again, we have emotions for a reason. Okay, but they must be tempered by the spirit, controlled by the spirit, man. All right, not the other way around, because it ain't gonna make sense then. All right, but with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point. Till next time, shalom.